Boleh tak?
Dah.
Korang dengar tak?
Dengar.
Clear tak? Ke sekat-sekat?
Clear.
Rindunya clear?
Ha?
Rindunya clear?
Clear.
Okay.
Tes mic dengar tak? Macam nak?
Dengar.
Dengar. Macam gelak MC.
Okay.
MC doa pun gelak.
Assalamualaikum. Salam Cik Dina.
Waalaikumsalam.
Salam Cik Dina.
Makan tak? Makan. Saya tak makan lagi.
Azrul ada?
So on the way masuk.
Okay, tak apa. Saya cuma nak check saya punya audio okey ke, dengar ke?
Dengar
Okey,
Cik Din.
Okay. Baik saya punya video feed dia pecah-pecah ke, okey ke?
Okey je Cik Din.
Okey je sepatutnya cakap handsome, jangan cakap okey. Alright. Start pukul 9 kan?
Cik Din, pukul 9.
Oh delay saya dah cakap 2 saat korang boleh dengar. Okey, tak apalah. Semua daripada diploma in banking.
Yes.
Itu kita orang punya musuh ketat kita orang sebab saya daripada business studies. Saya business studies daripada UITM Samarahan. Pada tahun 2007 ke 2010. So bila tengok ada budak banking tu memang dulu kod kita orang kalau business studies BM 111, kalau banking BM 112. So dia sebelah-sebelah je. Nampak macam daripada part 1 sampai part 3 paper dia, subjek dia lebih kurang sama. Naik part 4 korang punya tu lebih kepada banking punya papers. Kalau tak silap saya lah, kalau sekarang ni masih macam tu. Ke start daripada part 1 memang dah subjek mengarah kepada banking. Tak apa, kita tunggu dia orang dulu. Tahun 2007 ke 2010.
Baik.
Dr. Rahim, Assalamualaikum.
Ya, Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi. Maaf terlambat sedikit masuk, baru dapat link tadi. Okey lah. Boleh mula dah ke sekarang?
Selalu lambat kita suruh duduk luar kejap.
Ya, itulah. Aduh, boleh pula saya terlupa sebab saya baru siap kerja saya. Bangun tadi pukul 4 pagi, saya siap kerja saya dalam pukul 6.30 pagi.
Okey.
UITM Melaka ada anjurkan conference esok dengan lusa. So saya menangkap AJK buku proceeding. Ya, salam saudara tu. Tu yang terleka buat kerja tu, dan saya tengok, oh rupanya hari ni ada ni career talk, baru teringat tadi. Ya.
Okey, tak apa, difahami.
Baik. Berapa jumlah peserta kita, dan nanti minta Presiden bagi ucapan ya. Saya akan bagi ucapan penutup.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Mencari timba si anak dara, di bawah sarang burung tempur. Salam sembah pembuka bicara, selamat datang kepada semua. Yang dihormati Dr. Abdul Rahim bin Rizwan dan Puan Nur Husniati binti Husin selaku penasihat kelab di Bankers, serta penceramah kita Encik Ahmad Daniel bin Zainuddin. Seterusnya, yang dikasihi ahli-ahli majlis tertinggi kelab di Bankers dan juga pelajar-pelajar dari Fakulti Ekonomi Universitas Lampung, Indonesia. Terima kasih kerana meluangkan masa bersama kami. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh dan selamat datang ke webinar Change of Destiny.
Lebat kemiri pohonnya rendah, dahan terikat tali perkasa. 10 jari kami menadah, mohon berkat yang Maha Esa. Bagi memberkati majlis kita pada hari ini, sukacita menjemput Syarif Aiman bin Saufi untuk mengetuai bacaan doa. Dipersilakan.
Assalamualaikum. Kita mulakan majlis kita dengan umum kitab Al-Fatihah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala asyrafil anbiya wa mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Ya Allah, Engkaulah berhak menyembah, Engkaulah punyai segala kepujian, Engkaulah berhak menerima segala pujian, Engkaulah berhak menerima segala kesyukuran, Engkaulah memiliki segala pemerintahan. Di tangan Engkau segala kebajikan, kepada Engkaulah kembalinya segala urusan. Allahumma ya karim ya rahim, cuculah rahmat dan rahimmu ke atas nanti ke program Change of Destiny yang diadakan pada hari ini. Berkatilah ia daripada awal hingga akhir. Ya Fa'liman Yurid, kami juga memohon perlindungan daripadamu dari segala perkara yang mencacat celah dan majlis kami, dan daripada perkara yang melalaikan kami dari berbuat taat padamu. Padamu juga kami serahkan kepada urusan kami. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanah wa fil akhirati hasanah wa qina azabannar. Wassallallahu ala sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wasallam. Walhamdulillahirabbil alamin.
Amin amin ya rabbal alamin. Semoga majlis kita pada hari ini berjalan dengan lancar dan mendapat keberkatan darinya, insya-Allah. Majlis tanpa membuang masa menjemput Nur Azrul bin Azman selaku Presiden Kelab di Bankers untuk menyampaikan ucapannya. Majlis dengan ini mempersilakan.
Okay, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Terima kasih kepada pengurusi majlis. Okay, yang dihormati Dr. Abdul Rahim bin Rizwan dan Puan Nur Husniati binti Husin, dan juga penceramah jemputan kita Mr. Daniel, serta yang saya kasihi ahli-ahli majlis tertinggi kelab di Bankers dan juga rakan-rakan saya daripada kelab Universitas Lampung. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh dan salam sejahtera. Alhamdulillah, bersyukur kita kepada ilahi dengan limpah kurnianya kita dapat lagi berkumpul bersama-sama bagi menjayakan webinar yang julung kalinya kami lakukan pada semester ini, iaitu Change of Destiny di Bankers. Hadirin yang dihormati sekalian, pertama sekali saya ingin mengucapkan jutaan terima kasih kerana sudi meluangkan masa di pagi ini untuk bersama dengan kami semua dalam webinar ini, untuk sama-sama kita menambah pengetahuan tentang dunia sebenar industri perbankan di luar sana. Hadirin sekalian, sebagai Presiden di Bankers Cawangan Melaka serta wakil daripada kelab di Bankers ini, saya amat berharap bahawa program ini dapat berjalan dengan lancar seperti yang dirancang, sekaligus mencapai objektif utama kita untuk program ini. Saya juga berharap agar program ini memberi impak yang positif, terutama kepada semua penonton yang sudi tune in kepada live stream kami. Akhir sekali, saya mengucapkan jutaan terima kasih kepada para hadirin yang sudi hadir ke majlis ini. Sekian saja daripada saya. Sesungguhnya yang baik itu datangnya daripada Allah SWT dan yang buruk itu datangnya daripada saya sendiri. Sekian, saya sudahi dengan wabillahi taufiq wa hidayah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Alhamdulillah, ribuan terima kasih diucapkan kepada Nur Azrul bin Azman di atas kesudian beliau memberikan ucapan sebentar tadi. Seterusnya, majlis mempersilakan penceramah kita pada hari ini. Beliau merupakan seorang senior dealer di Maybank Investment Bank. Beliau adalah Encik Ahmad Daniel bin Zainuddin. Jadi, apa khabar Encik Daniel? Terima kasih di atas kesediaan Encik Daniel dalam meluangkan masa bersama kami pada hari ini. Baiklah, seperti yang kita tahu, Encik Daniel bersama kita pada hari ini adalah untuk berkongsi serba sedikit tentang industri perbankan pada masa kini. Baiklah, tanpa melengahkan masa lagi, dijemput Encik Daniel untuk meneruskan sesi webinar kita pada hari ini. Dipersilakan.
Terima kasih Cik Nurul Syazah. Selamat pagi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Kepada Dr. Rahim, Presiden Club di Bankers Azrul, dan juga Presiden of Capital Market Study Group daripada Universitas Lampung. Terima kasih kerana sudi menjemput saya untuk meluangkan sedikit masa di pagi Ahad ni untuk saya berkongsi peluang kerjaya dan peluang kerjaya anda dalam dunia perbankan. Okey. Sebelum tu saya nak perkenalkan diri saya. Ni gambar 15 tahun dululah. 15 tahun dulu, 16 tahun dulu. Sebelum tu saya nak decide untuk ni lah, cakap bahasa Melayu lah. Sebelum ni saya ingatkan mungkin English lebih sesuai, tapi better rasanya kita campurkan lah, let it better in Leisure English and Leisure Malay. Okay, who am I? Siapa saya sebelum ni? I was weak in maths since primary 3, or kita boleh cakap kalau on the international grade, it is actually on 10th grade. Because why 10th grade? On the first grade, we only learn 1 plus 1 equals to 2. And on primary 2, we only learn the other more simple mathematical operation. So I was weak in math since primary 3. When I was in secondary school, right about 10 or 11 grade, I was barely passed in CGM, Menengah Rendah Agama. Then when I sat for my SPM, or Malaysian Certificate of Education, SPM, I got E in additional maths. I tell you, E lower than that, I've done 4. It means fail. After SPM, I further diploma in business studies in UITM Samarahan. The life was okay. I got girlfriends every semester. But then when I moved to UITM Shah Alam for my bachelor degree, I repeated 2 subjects. I was taking bachelor in business administration, majoring in finance. So the papers that I repeated, according to the seniors, are normal papers that students are always repeating. What are those papers? Corporate finance. Corporate finance is quite a killer subject. And on the fourth semester of when I was in bachelor degree, I repeat again. This time managerial economics. I don't like managerial economics. This corporate finance and managerial economics, too much calculation. Remember, I was weak in maths. Okay. Then after that, after I graduated, I applied for a job. I applied for a job to many employers, but got rejected. I think I sent more than 200 resumes, 200 CV at that time. I was confused. What is the difference between resume and CV? So at this point, you guys, you need to know already what is the difference between resume and CV. Because out of hundreds resumes and CVs that I submitted, only one replied my email. What did the employer say? What did the recruiter say? Daniel, you should know that we are asking for CV, not resume. So from that point of time, I transform my CV into resume and from resume to CV. So at this point, although you are still in diploma, you need to know already the difference between resume and CV so you won't annoy your prospective employers. Then at the same time, rejected by many girls as well. Because, for the girls, at the age of 22 and 23, we boys, guys, we are struggling to build our life, to build our career, and we are not financially stable. But if you stay with us, I tell you, in the matter of 5 to 6 years, maybe some of us become minister. We have experience. We used to have minister at the age of 26. You remember YB Sadiq? So he is the very good example that you don't leave your boyfriend while he is still crawling and struggling for life. Okay? Then who am I now? I just passed my PhD Viva WOSI within 30 months. It means that I've done my PhD less than 3 years. You see, I completed my diploma. I take 3 years. But PhD 2.5 years. It seems that PhD is a lot easier than diploma. I'm sorry, it doesn't work that way. Because you know what, diploma is done by semesters, PhD is done by progress. If diploma and bachelor degree is conducted by progress, I think you guys can finish within a matter of a fortnight. Sorry, 2 weeks. So that explains how I can complete within 30 months of candidacy. Then I received quite a number of awards from my employer, my current employer, Maybank, Bursa Malaysia, and when I attend research paper conference proceedings, I got award as well for the best paper award. And last year, when everyone was struggling because of the pandemic, every business down, the economic cycle go downturn. Our members, which I'm a teammate in Maybank, we record 5 million in revenue. Although everyone and also we also struggling during the pandemic in 2020. We are still in the pandemic in 2021. So that's basically who's your speaker. Okay. Then not what I do every day as a dealer. This is my office. Not my office. This is my desk. We got 4 monitors. It's quite confusing sometimes. We need to see charts. We need to see the trading platform because we are monitoring the local and global derivative market and also the stock market as well. So I key in buy and sell orders into the exchanges. when you key in buy and sell orders, it's not like something that you key in or you put in the data in the Excel. When you key in the buy and sell orders, you need to be very timely and very fast. When the orders came in, if your client give you orders, I want to buy or I want to sell something, you need to put it in the trading platform within a matter of less than 3 seconds. Remember, 3 seconds. Slower than that, then the market move and you finish. Your client will yell at you, will shout at you. So what happened when after I key in the buy and sell orders? These buy and sell orders will go through the internet connection, of course lah. Will go through all the way to the exchanges. It depends on which market that the clients are trading. If they are trading the local market, as in like KLCI, so this order will be sent, then will be a queue in the Bursa Malaysia. But if the clients are trading global exchange, such as in the New York, in the Hang Seng, then these orders will be sent directly to these respective exchanges. Other than that, what do I do? Before these clients giving the instructions to buy or sell, we the dealers, we need to advise them according to the technical analysis and fundamental analysis. Technical analysis, basically we read charts. So we are predicting, we forecasting what will be the direction of the price for the day. For FA or fundamental analysis, we read the news, we read the reports, we read the numbers, the economic indicators, and we interpret it, we translate it into the meaningful price forecast. So other than these things, what else I do in the day? I scroll my Facebook, my IG, and I commenting on the girls' posts. That's basically what I do. Okay. Now, we going deeper into the subject of discussion today. I was given this: banking studies or bankers could be seen as a less popular course, but it's a highly course that offers highly chance in career growth. Assuming now you are in a beginning stage of your study, which is in diploma in banking, the diploma is actually a beginner in the industry. So that's why before we go on the career growth, let's learn how the industry sees you.
Cik Daniel, maaf
Yes.
mengganggu. Slide Cik Daniel kami tak nampak.
Tak nampak. Kejap
Cik Daniel tak present.
Tak present pula. Sekarang, oh ya ke? So all this while saya tak present lah.
Cik Daniel.
Tak cakap. Hai, kena
Cik
rotan
Daniel.
sorang-sorang. Ada, how about now? Okay tak?
Okay, ada Cik Daniel.
Ada Okay, kalau ada anomalies, please let me know. Okay, now okay. Masih lagi tak nampak? Okay tak?
Nampak Cik Daniel.
Okay, nampak So I continue. Okay, like I mentioned, before we go deeper into into exposing you to the career growth, let's just learn how the industry sees you. Now you are in diploma. Remember, I was in diploma in I was in UITM Samarahan, taking diploma in business studies, and I can feel this because this is how everyone saw me. I was seen as I avoid Form 6 because we are bored with the school uniform, so that's why we are taking diploma. We want to feel how does it feel as a university student. But the thing is, in the industry, holding a diploma, you are in the very introductory level for a career starter. There is a job, there is a work you can do, but more to the clerical. So that's how we see you. After that, we got people who have license. License means in the capital market, precisely in the capital market, you have diploma, but then you are not going to further for a bachelor degree. What kind of license we are talking about? First, the license to deal with the stock market, the license to deal with the derivative, the license to deal with the fund management, the license to deal in the investment advice, and the license for the compliance, capital market compliance. All these activities in the industry needs license, and they require the regulators in Malaysia, Securities Commission, or kita boleh panggil Suruhanjaya Security Malaysia. They need you to have at least diploma to apply for the license. In Maybank, I also have colleagues who only have diploma. So, how the industry sees you? You have diploma, but then you don't have motivation to further for a bachelor degree. But the thing is, without this license holders, the industry cannot move. So we call you as a industry movers. Then we have a bachelor degree holder in the bank. How we see them? They are a proud and ambitious new guy. You already fulfill your parents' wishes and your family's new hope. Some of you maybe come from underprivileged family, and when you finish your study, you are the new hope for a alternative breadwinner. However, we see you as a great jumpstart for a cute beginner if you have a bachelor degree. Then after that, we have professionals in the bank. We see you, you want to be different. You have a license, you have a diploma, you have a bachelor degree, but then you also have a professional membership. So we take it you want to be different from others. What are the examples of professionals in the bank? You can be the members of ACCA, CIMA, the financial criminologist, CFA, or FRM. CFA stands for Chartered Financial Analyst. I will explain this a little bit more later on. FRM stands for Financial Risk Manager. After professional, what else you have? Master. Masters, I tell you, when we know someone or a friend want to pursue his master degree, we take it he missed his or her campus life. Campus life means he or she misses how well he or she was doing in bachelor degree. So usually after this you will see, lepas ni tengok lah, most of your friends kalau dia nak sambung master, mesti dia sambung balik kat mana dia buat dia punya bachelor degree. I can assure you, if you get 10 friends, 8 of it akan sambung tempat yang sama. So why your friends pursue his master degree? First, maybe he's already like working for 3 to 4 years and he wants to go higher in the corporate ladder, but then maybe he's lack of qualification, so that's why he pursue to master degree. Ataupun he wants to go somewhere else because no more chances, no more career growth, no more opportunity for him or her in current office. So that's why he pursue his master degree. And lastly, a PhD. You ask everyone, every PhD holder, they love to be called as a doctor. And the industry see them as a prospective lecturer. That's all, nothing else. So not say that PhD holder does not have a place in the industry. It's just that very limited. So we take it that you are leaving the industry. Okay, but some industry, not banking, as in like the consulting. Okay, I can admit consulting firms such as the Big Four. You can jot this down. Ernst & Young, KPMG, PwC, Deloitte, and other small firms. they are consulting and advisory, they need PhD holders for the consultation services. So not all industry have limited opportunity or limited space for PhD holders. This consulting firm, they need PhD holders. Okay, before I show you what can you do in a bank, this is this is what you know who is Elon Musk, right? You get paid in direct proportion to the difficulty of problem you solve. So your salary is not the reflection of your time. Let's just say you are in the office for 8 hours, and somebody in the office for 6 hours earning the same amount of the salary you have. So there is no confusion there because the elements already said this. You solve harder problem, you got better pay. You solve a simple problem, you got average pay. So when we get back to these qualifications, you can have a rough idea that actually diploma, when you have diploma, when you have the position that needs only diploma, you are solving a simple problem, and the problems gets harder and harder and harder and harder and harder. So that's why Elon Musk said this. Now, this is the corporate background for a bank. You know, other than the government agency, other than the government organization, the private agencies, they have two main units. One is the non-business business units. The other one is business units. You can choose if you want to work in a bank. You can choose whether you want to be in the business unit or non-business unit. So I will explain each of these. Non-business units. What are the examples? The admin department. What admin department do for you? When you clock in the first day in the bank, they will give you the access card. Who set up the access card? The admin staff. When you start your work, you need a pen, you need the papers, you need the what do you call this? You need other utensils and stationaries. Who provided you this? Procurement department will help you. Then if you have problem with the public, corporate communication will help you to reach the public. We also have the company secretary, COSEX. I want to remind you that COSEX, company secretary, is not as in like the secretary we used to watch in the Malay movies. Macam kita tengok movie Melayu kan, these secretaries usually have personal affairs with their bosses. So that is skeptical about the secretary. Company secretary basically apa dia buat? He's being Melayu kata urus setia. Urus setia kepada company, urus setia kepada shareholders, dan urus setia kepada board of directors. And to be a company secretary, you need to be a member, you need to take an examination, you have to be certified by ICSA, Institute of Corporate and what is this? ICSA, Institute of Chartered Secretaries and Administrators, So this ICSA, there is examination. You will learn all you need to learn basically in the corporate, such as how they run, how they do their business, how does the corporate operate, the financials and everything. So ICSA, when you already chartered with the ICSA, you can be a company secretary. Company secretary can get paid up to 50,000 ringgit per month. This is not something that I made up, but I've been close to someone who is company secretary in Maybank, in Maxis, in Celcom, and any other big companies. So they are sharing their payrolls. So that's basically what you can do in a bank if you don't want to be in the business unit. We also have Sharia department because we are now care how the Muslim depositors uh, what we call this Muslim depositors what they attend to. So we have the Sharia department, and we also have the CSR department. How about HR? We know HR is human resource, but HR is being divided into few departments. You can do talent acquisition, whereby you do the hiring, and you can do compensation benefit. You can do payroll. How if you are interested with finance and accounts? Remember, this is still a bank. Huh? If you're interested to do the accounting, or you have a passion or interest in the financial reporting, you can be in the banks handling finance and accounts. You can do payables, receivables. You can do regulatory reporting, statutory reporting. Okay, I want to expand a bit. Regulatory reporting and statutory reporting is something that you have to do monthly, quarterly, and yearly. That's why when you see someone in a bank staying back, weekend staying back until late night, in the end of the month, not that because they are very hardworking, but because of this reporting, reporting routine. They have to submit the report to the Bank Negara Malaysia, to the central bank. They have to submit the report to other regulators such as Securities Commission Malaysia, and they have to submit reports to the Ministry of Finance. So that's why they are staying back. If you ask them, are you sincerely want to stay back in the office, they will genuinely say, no, I'd rather be at home now because there is no overtime being paid out. So that is what regulatory reporting and statutory reporting are. Then also we have bank reconciliation. These people quite boring because I was in the bank reconciliation team when I was doing my internship. Okay, enough finance and account. There are a lot more departments under finance and account. How about risk? In the bank, we have a couple of teams. They are doing financial and non-financial risk. Financial risk usually they will help the management to assess the liquidity of the bank. The non-financial risk. What is non-financial risk? The financial risk is what we are having now. How COVID-19 can affect the bank. So they are doing this assessment. Then they are reporting to the top management. If you are into something, you have some kind of police in you, you can do legal, audit, and compliance. These are the surveillance team in a bank because there are some kind of the fortress of the bank from doing hanky panky. So if someone doing something not compliant, so they will probe these people. So this is what the legal, audit, and compliance are doing. We also have the strategy and research. Strategy, there are two main departments. One is the strategy planning, the other one is only strategy. Strategy is very general. You're just helping the top management to do what next, to figure out what to do next, what next, and what next. Research is, it depends. If you are in the bank, you are doing economic or financial research. If you are in other financial institution, you are doing some kind of very focused and specific research to the top management. IT and data center, I don't think it's quite relevant to you, but I have to mention in here. IT and data center is very very important for the bank because they are in charge for the data architecture, security, and the clouds for the bank. Nowadays, everything we put it in the cloud. We don't put it on the physical storage. It's quite unsecured. And other support units such as settlement and clearings. What I mentioned here in the bank is not limited to what I mentioned in here. There's a lot more. This is just a main examples. The settlement and clearing, this is the example of, let's just say you are buying and selling the stocks. When you buying and selling the stocks, The dealer will key in the orders to the exchange, but who are going to process the transaction? These people, the settlement, and they will clear your transaction. So these are the example. This is the example of the support units. Now we go into business unit. Tapi jangan tertipu, business unit nampak sikit. We only have sales, corporate. Sales we have corporate, SMEs and retail. Corporate besar-besar lah, SME sederhana besar, retail macam saya lah, individual. And we also have asset management, private wealth, premium banking, capital markets trading, as in what I'm doing now. And also we have corporate finance advisory. Dekat CF advisory ni banyak you can do. So now I believe you already know what is the non-business unit and business unit in a bank. Now what can you do specifically in a bank? Now you already know there is a business unit and non-business unit. Now you have to differentiate where is actually you want to go. You want to go commercial bank or you want to go investment bank. There is a lot of different. In commercial bank, there are 4 main businesses. Okay, there are 4 main businesses. One is the treasury. The treasury, what they are doing forex trading, they are doing money markets, fixed income. I believe you are very familiar with this thing. Forex is currencies, okay, foreign exchange. Money markets is something to do with the interest rate. Same thing with fixed incomes. They also fixed income. The example is like bond or sukuk. So they are doing the trading of these securities or financial instrument. In the treasury, they're also doing funding, liquidity, and reserve. Funding, at the end of the day, when the bank close, they have to proportionately ration their cash with what the central bank asks them to keep. So this is what funding is doing. Funding people also, let's just say Maybank funding and CIMB funding. CIMB have a short of cash today, so they will ask Maybank, maybe you can lend me some cash for Monday operation. So Maybank and CIMB funding, they will communicate with each other. The same thing like liquidity and reserve. Reserve is that's related with the requirement by central bank, how much they can keep the cash overnight. The rest is the rest will be kept by central bank. Then we also have cash management. When you register as a student dekat UITM, first thing first, kena buka account bank. Then they will give you the ATM card. So these people in cash management, they are looked after. They will foresee, they will manage, they will administrate and facilitate your account, your saving account. CASA, CASA ni, current account and saving account. They also administrate and they manage the ATM. So these people, they are very important to the bank. They handle deposits as well. Deposit means kalau buat fixed income, so there's one kind of deposits. So cash management is quite interesting. Saya pernah rasa nak join, but then macam susah je. So next we have financing. Financing is something that I don't really like it, but then they are prominent department in a bank because this is heart of the bank. This is where the bank gets the second income. Main income. Second income is from the treasury, where they trade these things. They got income. In financing, that's what they are there for. They do mortgage. Okay, they do mortgage. What is mortgage? Mortgage is the house loan. They do automobile. Automobile is the car loan. They do cards and unsecured loans. Unsecured means something like credit card, tapi macam mana? Macam credit card tapi bukan credit card. There's some kind of financing facility. They call it as an unsecured loan. So that's financing, and they also have other department to generate income, which is called structured product. Structured products means a collective of financial instruments whereby they are being packaged in a one index or in a one price. So we call it as a structured product. So this is what we can do in a commercial bank. Every of this department, they have a frontliner, they have the business person. So this become customer facing staff. This customer facing staff, they are doing marketing and sales. But if you think that you are not really comfortable facing the customers, what you can do, you can be the support staff, as in like this, other support unit. So not only you have opportunity to be in the sales, in the sales department, you also can be in the back office. So it's what a commercial bank is all about. Now we go into investment bank. Investment bank ada lain sikit. It's a little bit what do you call this? It's a little bit different, but the structure is more or less the same. So what you can do in investment bank? First, I told you, corporate finance advisory. There are a lot of. I think I forgot something. I need to mention to you, but you don't need to leak it out outside. Just for your information, the bonus, the salary, the incentive for the banks different. Commercial bank and investment bank. I will let you know later. I will explain to you. So, investment bank, CF advisory, corporate finance, there are a lot of things you can do. Boleh buat ECM. Apa itu ECM? Equity Capital Market. ECM and DCM lebih kurang sama. ECM and DCM is actually an activity of fundraising. Apa maksud fundraising? When you are having your company of your own, Sendirian Berhad, and you want to go public, it means that you want to collect money from public to run your business. So you need a bank to do it for you. And the bank will ask you, you want to sell your share or you want to just make loans from the public? If your answer is, I want to sell my share, I want to open new shares to the public, then they will do the initial public offering or IPO, and the team who handle this is Equity Capital Market. And bear in mind, they stay back in the office until 2 to 3 a.m. If you tell your banker, your investment banker, oh, I want to collect the money from public via loans, so they will ask you Islamic or non-conventional. Islamic or conventional or Islamic. Then if Islamic, they will help you issue bond. If you opt for Islamic, they will help you to issue sukuk. If you select conventional, they will help you to issue bond. Then these people is from DCM or debt capital market. Then let's just say one day you come to your investment banker, but the thing is you don't want to do any of fundraising. It's just that you think that your company is shrinking, or you think that your company is getting bigger and you want to acquire other company. So your investment banker in charge will be someone from M&A, which is mergers and acquisition. They will help you whether you want to be acquired, you want to be merged, or you want to acquire. So this is basically what an M&A. Then we have loan syndication. Bunyi macam agak kriminal sikit syndicate. Kita selalu dimomokkan syndicate tu tak bagus. But the thing is, we have a team who do loan syndication in the bank. Loan syndication is basically, let's just say, you want to borrow 2.6 billion from a bank. The bank say okay, but then we will not give you that 2.6 billion from our own money. Not because we don't have money, but because the risk is too much. So let's just say you ask my bank, I want 2.6 billion in loan. Maybank says, okay, but then we will ask CIMB and Public Bank to jointly give you this 2.6 billion. So maybe Maybank will give you 1 billion, Public Bank will give you 1 billion, and the rest will give you 6 billion. So altogether 2.6 billion. So these banks who giving you loans is called loan syndication. This is also quite opportunity. I used to apply for to be in this department, but the team leader of this department never reply me. So cry dekat katil aja lah. Then some of the CF they are doing corporate exercise such as bonus split, dividend, bonus issue. So it's still under corporate finance advisory. Under CF also we have capital structure. If now you have 50% loan, 50% share in your company, you want to do it like you want to revise like to 70% loan, 30% share. So capital structure team from CF advisory will help you to do that. So this is also for me a good team if you want to be in. Underwriting sama macam ECM. The underwriting is actually under ECM and DCM. They are doing the same thing. It's just the underwriting is much more focused. FP&A is financial planning and analysis, and valuation is when you are doing some kind of valuation works for the companies. Then some banks they put valuation under capital structure. But some of the big banks like HSBC, like JP Morgan, they separate the valuations and the capital structure. Okay, that is CF advisory. Now we go to other opportunity in the investment bank, capital markets. Capital markets, basically they are in investment bank. There are two main arms, two main branches. One is doing stock trading or equity market. The other one is derivative. And each of these branches, they cater retail ataupun individual investors and also company investors, institutional investors. So what they do, they basically do the brokerage services. Kalau tengok remiser duduk mana, sinilah dia capital market. Kalau tengok dealer duduk mana, saya duduk sinilah capital market. We are doing retail and institutional sales and trading. And lastly, if you don't want anything that facing the customer or the clients, you don't want to do presentation in front of the clients and companies and so on, you can do research. They always have a place for you who are not really customer facing people. So you can do research, economic research, technical analysis research, fundamental analysis research, macro thematic, and etc. So investment bank also, yang ini dia punya frontliner, they have also their own support people. If you don't think that, or let's just say you apply but no opportunity given, you can always be in the support side. There are a lot of jobs in here. There are a lot of opportunity as well. Alright, now come to the interesting thing. Usually in the commercial bank, for starter, your salary is quite slightly higher than investment bank. Investment bank, the starting salary is a little bit lower. But in the commercial bank, on the incentive, on the bonus side, they are quite slightly lower than investment bank, except the treasury. The treasury, I used to have a friend in Maybank treasury. Of course, if you want to be in the treasury, I need to tell you that you need some kind of license. We call it as a PKMC license, Satuan Pasaran PPKMC. Sorry, Satuan Pasaran Kewangan Malaysia, PPKM license. So when you have the license, you can do any of these trading activities. The pay is quite low. The starter is like 3,000. It was 10 years ago. 3,000, but then the bonuses can up to 24 months. So if your monthly salary is 1,000, your bonus will be 24,000. But let's just say your salary is 3,000, so make your own mathematics. Calculate by your own. Investment bank, your starting salary is quite low. Maybe 2009, 2008. But CF advisory, CF advisory, the bonus is a little bit lower than treasury, but then higher than cash management, financing, and structured products. Last year I didn't communicate with my colleagues in CF advisory, but last 2 years they enjoy 7 months bonus from CF advisory. Capital markets is quite interesting a bit. If the market goes well, you earn better. If the market goes down, you earn slightly lower. That's the bonus. But last time when I was before Maybank, I was in Philip Futures. The most I can get is a 2 months bonus. But when I moved to Maybank, the lowest bonus I get, it was 4 or 5 years ago, 4 months bonus, and the highest, the best I got was 8-month bonus. So that's how the investment bank can give you. Research is not in the business unit, but then they are very, very important. The salary is quite higher, but bonuses is just on par, maybe 1 to 2 months. But the salary is quite high. So these units, they are compensating each other like that. Kalau rasa nak tanya lebih pasal bonus dan insentif ni, tunggu lepas saya habis saya punya presentation. Next, your career path. Now, I put an illustration in here. Let's just say you are in diploma. This is what I recommend you to do. First, maybe you need to do a little bit research. From the diploma in banking, your first step is being an associate or executive. You need to have a bachelor degree. If you don't want to pursue your bachelor degree, find some alternative, such as doing professional papers, whether it's accounting, auditing, or taxation as your focus, by doing ACCA or ICIMA. CIMA is Chartered Institute of Management Accountants. You can also take FRM, which specifically focus on risk, financial risk manager, and also investment and market, doing CFA, chartered financial analyst, or you can have like what I have, MSTA and CFPE, which is the certified financial technician, where we are the chartists, we read charts. But let's just say you want to be some kind of police in the Maybank, so you can do anti-money laundering and counter financing terrorism officers, or we call it as a financial criminologist. Boleh ambil juga, but you have to liaise with it. What is the ICB? ICB is Asian Institute of Chartered Bankers. If you have a passion in Islamic finance, you can go for INSIF. You can go to INSIF and ask them what are the qualifications that suit you. But let's just say none of this interests you. You can do certainly for licensing in stocks or derivative. Boleh pilih. Nak bachelor degree ke, nak professional paper ke, nak buat lesen, mana-mana pun boleh. Daripada diploma in banking, but preferably lah buatlah yang ni dulu, because you know what, some of these professional papers supersede, can override licensing. Contohnya, let's just say you have CFA and you want to do stock broking, you don't need to have a license from Securities Commission Malaysia. CFA can supersede licensing. So make your choice, mana satu nak. Kalau nak buat bachelor degree dulu, then after that you buat you punya professional papers, then okay, no problem. But for now, I think it's better whether you go for bachelor degree, after that you go to professional papers. Then if you apply for a job that need licensing, only you do your licensing. Because I saw quite a lot of my juniors, bila dia tengok batch atas dia orang, kita orang duduk dekat investment bank, duduk dekat stock trading, derivative trading, then this department requires license. Diorang pun nak buat license, but the thing is they don't have the job yet. Nak buat license ni kena ambil exam, nak ambil exam kena bayar. So banyak ke sikit dia punya bayaran tu, it's not about the amount, it's actually about the effort. Nak buat license stock ataupun derivative ni, dia memerlukan effort. You have to study, you have to prepare for the exam, so it's quite an effort. But at the end, dapat pass exam, license dapat, tapi tak dapat kerja. So it's not quite worth it lah. So it's better for you to pursue your bachelor degree or directly professional papers first. So after bachelor degree, kalau tak nak professional papers, sekarang ni tengah hot business analytics or something related with data science. Sebab apa? Manusia makin ramai and we need some kind of automation. We need some kind of machine learning based platform to process the data. So if you have a master degree in one of these areas, you are a hot stuff, man. I tell you what, my juniors earn higher than me in the risk department because he has one of this master degree. So this is one of the perk doing master degree, which is on demand. Then this is basically what you can do as a starter if you want to go for a bank, whether you are an associate or you are executive. Do not this is what I want to advise you. When you finish your diploma, when you finish your bachelor degree, then you apply a job for some time, but then you didn't get any, you straight away go to MBA. This is why I call you, I'm sorry, very, very wrong. In the industry perspective, it's very, very wrong because you are not getting paid any better. Sama saja. If the bachelor degree earn 3,000, they will give you maybe a slightly higher 3,100. Or if the employer want to insult you, never mind. Bachelor degree 3,000, I give you 3,050. So they just want to show you having an MBA does not give you any better. So in case like you already have the job, you are working for like 3 to 4 years and you're looking opportunities for higher career growth, only you can pursue your MBA. That will give you a very extensive benefit and extensive reward for you. But let's just say you have your bachelor degree, you don't have any job offer, you are not working anywhere, where you straight away go MBA because you don't have anything to do, you don't know what to do else, what else to do, then you straight away do your MBA. I'm so sorry. First, you're wasting your time, you're wasting your money, you're wasting your effort. It's better if you don't have. Alternatively, kalau dah habis bachelor degree, you don't have anything to do, but you have money, but let's just say you don't have money, but somebody willing to sponsor, ada orang nak bagi sponsor, nak bagi beasiswa. Macam sekarang ni for Bumi Putra, we have Yayasan Peneraju. So if you have a good grades from your bachelor degree, I don't have a good grades in bachelor degree. I got barely 3.00. Sikit lagi nak turun bawah 3.00. So if you have a good grades when you're in bachelor degree, you can pursue professional papers under Yayasan Peneraju. Jot this down, Yayasan Peneraju. So they will help you all the way to pay for your tuition fees and everything until you are officially certified or chartered. I have a lot of friends being sponsored by Yayasan Peneraju. I used to apply and went for interview to Yayasan Peneraju, but the thing is, like I told you, my bachelor degree result is not very good. So that's why you need to have, kalau boleh lah, study betul-betul and have a good grades in bachelor degree. Tak payah first class pun tak apa, tapi good grades lah, good grades and compensated with some co-curricular activities, as in what Shaza Azrul is doing right now. You are doing a good job. What you do in co-curricular activities can compensate whatever lack in your academics. That's how we see you. Dia macam ni lah. The bachelor degree is actually why we need to see your academic result to assess you. You don't have any work experience. We don't know. Kita tak tahu how is your commitment with work. So when you have a good result in your academic, doesn't matter when you are in diploma, you have a good grades, you receive many awards, and every semester you got dean's list. The same thing in bachelor degree, dapat banyak award. So kita nampak you are committed and you are doing well. When given a job, you are dedicated. When given a task, you are very responsible. So that's the only way we can assess you. Unless you have a working experience, professional working experience, such as macam you dah kerja 1 to 2 years, then only bachelor degree does not really matters. What it matters after that, if you have any master degree or professional papers. So that's what is the relevant of your parents ask you to belajar betul-betul, because it's the only way how the employers assess you. Hopefully this will clear your mind why I need to study well. I only get this idea lepas kerja, when my boss asked me to do some kind of what do you call this, candidate screening. We want to hire new guy, new blood, darah baru. So my boss gave me quite a ton of resumes. Then I asked my boss, how do I screen these guys? Okay, cara dia, cari yang paling bagus dulu dalam dia punya result academic dia. But then if there is any of them not doing really well in the academics, they might do something out of their class. Mungkin sport ke, mungkin dia mewakili negara ke, pergi mana-mana, pergi debate championship ke. So these things can compensate whatever lack in the bachelor degree result ataupun other academic result. And sadly, I want to tell you, licensing ni kita tak tengok sangat sama ada you already own license in any financial instrument, because of what, once you get hired, the companies usually will sponsor you to take the exam, to sit for the exam, and they will sponsor you for the payment for the license. So tak perlu sangat, jangan ambil dululah kalau betul minat dengan stock, dengan derivative. Now you have to study hard and get a good grades in here and in here. Then after that, consider your way whether in here and in here. Next, if you already 5 to 6 years on the road, you are getting your way, you are on your way to the managerial position, only you can consider doing MBA. Better. Then if you have any other choice like PhD or DBA, then it's up to you lah. Terpulang lah. But I tell you, PhD in DBA is mostly the banks are really appealing for this academic certificates holder. Selalunya kalau you ada PhD DBA, you go for the consulting firm, the one that I mentioned just now. So again, before you go to any companies other than bank, also you need to do some research. To be the associate, to be the executive, what are the papers qualification that you need to have? Okay, don't directly go to the MBA. Cari yang ini dulu. That's a correct and appropriate career path. Okay, next, I want to share you my humble background. I was in UITM Samarahan doing diploma in business studies. Then then after that I go to UITM Shah Alam for bachelor in finance. Then after that concurrently, serentak, saya buat diploma in technical analysis and masters in UITM. Macam mana boleh serentak? Satu kan online dekat UK, satu kan ini by research. So I want to tell you, it was I was sitting for diploma in technical analysis exam. The same week I was having my viva for my master. So you can imagine the difficulty masa tu. Then after I finish, after I having this, I pursue my PhD in UIA. On the professional qualification, I'm a holder of CMSRL, whereby I'm a dual license dealer. I have a license for stock trading. I have a license for derivative trading. I am also a chartist. That's why I got a CFTE, which is Certified Financial Technician, dekat belakang nama. I am also a professional member of Society of Technical Analysts in the UK and Malaysia. Now I want to share you my own experience. Macam nak lebih masa ni. So I try to speed up. I got my first job dekat Afin, tapi blur sebab first job. Apa nak buat pun tak tahu. I wasn't there for quite a long time. Tak lama pun, dalam 5 to 6 months macam tu. Dan surrender, tak faham. Dia kalau kerja tak faham, dia tak perform, you will receive warning letter. So sebelum warning letter, belah lah dulu. My second job, I was doing a car loan in RHB. Half okay. Apa yang okay? Half okay because they're giving me a good salary. Half not okay. Kenapa? Sebab I was on contract employment. Let's just say the next year they don't want to renew my contract. Nak makan apa? So I resigned. The third job, I sign up as a derivative dealer in Philips Futures Malaysia. So I take it as a second chance. The God want me to seriously doing my job. So he gave me second chance. Memang buat betul-betul. Company, sponsor, license, exam semua. I was there for nearly 3 years. Mula-mula dekat KL. Lepas tu kita buka branch dekat Melaka. I went to Melaka for a new branch, set up a new branch. Then my fourth job, Maybank now. Kerja dekat Maybank ni kan, punya free. I can get my second diploma, I can get my master, I can get my PhD. Punya lah free. Budak wajar. Kena adalah tu ada masa boleh selit-selit. So this is from my experience. And I want to let you know that not necessarily you go for big companies. Company kecil pun boleh. Macam my previous company, Philips Futures, they are very small in Malaysia but they are very big in Singapore. So they are reputable. Kalau let's just say macam company yang besar, I guess tapi dia tak berapa reputable, I'm afraid you will face some kind of problem later on when you want to move somewhere else, because this is something to do with the working preference. You need to be well referred from the previous company. Then I want to tell you, please consider not to accept any contractual employment. Contractual employment ni dia bagi kontrak setahun. After that, if they decide not to renew your contract, then the next year you will be jobless. So it's very risky. Unless you are willing to take that risk, then you just carry on. Next, don't work on shift. Sekarang, saya banyak buat research. Saya banyak tengok dekat job street, dekat LinkedIn, ramai nak pakai shift rotation punya staff. I tell you, shift rotation, the most you can get is on top of your salary lah. But let's just say they bagi salary 3,000. On top of your salary, they will give you like 7 to 100 ringgit per month because you're working on shift. Whether shift awal pagi ke, shift what you call this, petang ataupun tengah malam, it doesn't matter lah, but they will give you some kind of compensation. But I tell you, in the long term, it will damage your health. The first thing will go damage is your bladder. Okay, it's not good for long term lah, but better not to start, because once you start, you cannot stop. Not say you cannot stop because of what? Dia macam you're already comfortable with the allowances, you're already comfortable with the benefits, you're already comfortable with working at late night. So agak susah lah nak berhenti. Then let's just say you're finding a job, then you want to put your desired salary, you want to put your expected salary. Janganlah pergi ambil average salary. Average salary, ada company offer bachelor degree 2,000. Pergi Petronas 5,000. Petronas pelik sikit. Yang engineering dia offer starter 5,000. Yang bukan engineering ni dia offer 4,000. It was 10 years ago lah. Now I don't know. So if you take this average, dia jadi lari. So instead of you use average salary, let's just say you are in the midst of bargain with your prospective employer, you ask for 2,500. Employer seronok lah, boss memang seronok because it's below the budget. But if you give them market median, then you ask you why you put this salary as your expected salary. You just answer, this is market median. Median means kalau belajar statistik tahu lah median tu apa. Median tu tengah-tengah lah, daripada the lowest to the top. So tengah-tengah tu apa? This is the median. Ambil median. Then let's just say the salary okay but not really attractive. Consider their direct perks. Contohnya medical benefit. I tell you, medical benefit sekarang, if you don't have insurance coverage, medical benefit is very important. Bila kita kerja, kita boleh sakit. Bila masa boleh sakit. Sakit datang bila-bila. But let's just say you don't have enough insurance coverage, medical coverage from your company, susah, memang susah. Some of the companies that offer good medical coverage is kalau oil and gas, Schlumberger, Petronas, Halliburton. Kalau bank, of course Maybank, kita punya medical benefit kita hospitalization unlimited. Then our clinic punya visit pun unlimited. My previous employer, kita orang bila pergi klinik had kepada RM500 setahun ke sebulan. I think sebulan. But when you are constantly fall sick, that 500 is not enough. So consider, if you have lower base salary but the medical benefit is good, maybe it's a better choice for you. Then the bonus. Tapi bonus is not everything. Money is not everything. I tell you, bonus, let's just say you earn 10-month bonus. 2-month bonus is actually the income tax. 2 months bonus tu 2 months salary lah. So you have a good money, tapi bila tengok 2 months bonus tu tolak income tax, tolak KWSP, all the other deduction, nangislah juga. But if they give you good bonus, consider lah. Incentive in the stock trading, as a dealer, sometimes my colleague in the equity market, they receive incentive like quarterly incentive. Dia punya quarterly incentive tu boleh beli cash HRV. So saya pernah nampak budak hari ni baru masuk kerja, dia bawa Viva. Bulan Julai dia dah bawa HRV. So he's a living evidence of banyak incentive daripada trading, siapa yang kerja trading desk, equity trading desk. If you don't see any of this medical benefit, consider indirect perks. Contohnya, rumah awak dekat Sepang tapi kena kerja dekat Rawang, janganlah. The cost of going to work, the effort going to work, the environment, and lastly you see if there is a long-term growth in there, stay and accept it and stay. So memang it's good to be choosy. And lastly, before I end my presentation about working life, the first one, don't be a sucker. This one is actually being told to me by my former boss. Cerita dia macam ni. Saya tengah kejar seorang klien, but the client is very demanding. It's not a good client lah. So my boss, he's a Singaporean Chinese. Remember, my previous company originated and headquartered in Singapore. So my boss is a Singaporean Chinese. So dia bagi tahu saya, kalau dia tak nak ambil offer you, okay lah, tak apalah, just back off. We want money but don't be a sucker. Kita nak duit tapi jangan jadi pendesak, jangan desperate sangat. So it's a good thing that I still remember till now. And you are easily replaceable. One of my colleagues 2 years ago, he told me he's leaving. So he also told me, dia kata dia punya bosses colleague cakap janganlah resign, janganlah pergi, nanti dia janji dia akan promote. Masalahnya tak ada hitam putih, so my friend just move on. The next thing I know, the next 2 weeks they got a new guy. So this is quite a lesson for me and for you also. Don't be too humble. You are not that great. This one is actually being spoken by someone that not everyone love, but I don't love this person also. But then we don't see apa yang kita tak tengok orang, kita tengok apa orang tu cakap. Don't be too humble. You are not that great. It's actually spoken by the former Israeli Prime Minister Golda Meir. Boleh search. Golda Meir menegur dia punya minister dia minta knowledge sharing. Dia minta minister untuk share dia punya information dia, share knowledge dia, apa yang dia ada, semua ilmu dia, tapi minister tu reluctant. So Golda Meir bengang, dia cakap please jangan humble sangat, kau bukan hebat sangat pun, lebih kurang macam tu lah, share je lah, kita dalam komuniti yang sama, it's no harm if you share your knowledge. So if you have your knowledge, more knowledge than others, share it. Not sharing is caring, but the more you share, the more you gain. Believe it, saya dah experience benda tu. And remember, your colleagues in your office cannot be mates. Macam mana sekalipun you rapat dengan your punya colleagues, you guys cannot be a good friend. Because office politics exists. And lastly, find a good boss, not a good company. This one is better expressed in Malay. Last time when I want to move in to Maybank, my senior colleague, I met him. I asked him, I told him, saya cakap macam mana, I was very reluctant to move out. So dia tanya kenapa reluctant. Saya cakap Philip Futures current company is quite a good company to stay. So dia tanya balik, how about the boss? So I was silent for like 2 minutes. Dia cakap macam ni, if you are working in a company and you consider to move out, but then you still thinking about your boss, just remember, kalau your current boss ni kan, kalau dia ajak you pergi perang, awak nak ikut dia perang, it means that he is a good boss. But then if your current boss dia ajak awak pergi perang, dia tak nak perang, awak tak nak ikut dia pergi perang, then you don't have motivation, you don't have chemistry with that boss. So you better move up. So it's a good analogy. Bila kadang-kadang kita tengok bos tu, kita nak stay ke tak? Kalau kita rasa dia bawa kita pergi perang, kita nak ikut, maksudnya dia bos yang bagus. All this while, he treated us well and we can stay. But let's just say, kita tengok dia, kita bayangkan dia ajak kita pergi perang, kita tak nak ikut dia. So maksudnya kita tak nampak lah masa depan kita kat situ. We are not going to stay with him. Alright, if you work till your ass off, overtime sampai tengah malam, sakit, kalau rasa there is no reward for me, remember, your contribution might be for Ummah. That's all for me. I open for Q&A. Thank you. Wish, more than 1 hour.
Dah sudah. Sila, proceed.
Chairman, MC, mana MC? Q&A.
Terima kasih Encik Daniel atas perkongsian yang sangat menarik itu tadi. Saya amat bersetuju dengan Encik Daniel. Kos banking ni memang kurang popular dalam kalangan pelajar, namun ianya banyak memberi peluang dari segi pekerjaan. Baiklah, selanjutnya kita akan ke sesi seterusnya, iaitu sesi jawab bersama penonton kita pada hari ini. Baiklah. Nampaknya kita ada soalan daripada saudara Harid Daniel. We still can take AKA event. We are from banking field.
You mean ACCA? Alright.
Soalan dia berbunyi seperti ni.
Okay.
Saya baca balik ya. Soalan dia berbunyi seperti ni. We still can take ACA even we are from the field.
Right, ACCA is actually you only need diploma from any field. Banking, business, engineering semua boleh masuk. Don't worry. You still actually dekat UITM pun ada ACCA. So don't worry, still boleh enroll ACCA.
Baiklah. Soalan yang seterusnya pula dari saudara Arif Hakimi. Soalannya berbunyi seperti, what is Mr. Daniel's opinion on the issue that says job as accountant and bank related will be lost in the next few years due to the fallout of modern technology replacing manpower with machines?
Okay. About the automation, about the technology, actually the machine help you to process the data because like I mentioned, the world population is growing, but then as a human, kita tak larat nak process more data, kita tak larat nak analyze more data, so the machine will help you to analyze. But the machine do not have the wisdom. Wisdom maksudnya dia tak ada kebijaksanaan. So in the sense of job as an accountant, or I want you to know, other than accountant, we also have financial controller or chief financial officer in the company, which the roles is quite the same with the accountant, and they never been replaced since forever. Although everyone is saying the machine is going to replace human, but you remember the machine is very well in processing things, but machine does not have wisdom. They cannot decide things. They don't have humanity. So you don't worry, if you want to be an accountant, it's a good ambition, and do not be afraid that your job will be taken by the robot. Not robot we can do. As for now, saya tak pernah nampak lagi accountant seorang robot. So don't worry.
Baiklah, saya sangat bersetuju dengan pandangan Cik Daniel itu tadi. Di mana teknologi banyak membantu kita. Tak semua benda kita boleh simpan dalam satu masa kan?
Boleh tahan.
Yang terakhir pula soalan dia berbunyi seperti ini. Does artificial intelligence really affect the banking sector in terms of employment rate, and if it is true, how much does it affect for a long term?
Okay, saya nak share satu cerita dekat Etika. Tahu Etika kan? Is actually insurance and takaful arm of Maybank. Tapi saya rasa they are different entity from Maybank, but we are interrelated. Etika. Hopefully semua orang tahu Etika lah. Etika, dia punya head of channel dia, background dia adalah computer science. Head of channel ni sepatutnya kita bagi dekat orang marketing, tapi management Etika bagi kepada orang yang ada computer science. So what does these guys do? Dia macam ni, bila kita when nauzubillah you guys are into accident and you want to claim, kita nak claim bila kita accident, kita nak claim kita punya damage kan, kita dah beli insurance plan, kita dah beli takaful plan untuk kereta kita. So bila kita accident, kita nak claim balik. But the thing is, adjuster datang untuk tengok kita punya damage and so on. Yang tu tak apalah, ada manusia, but still manusia kena ada. But let's just say you involved in a small accident. Contohnya lalu dekat highway, tiba-tiba ada batu jatuh kena windscreen, then your windscreen, cermin depan kereta tu pecah. You don't need an adjuster to come. So apa yang Etika buat? Etika develop algorithm dalam satu machine learning ni supaya machine learning ni boleh dia analyze your damage. Dia akan pastikan yang pertama, gambar yang awak bagi awak punya windscreen itu bukan gambar Google. Sebab banyak yang kata sebab yang claimant ni, orang yang claim ni ambil gambar Google. So automation tu dia detect dulu ni gambar original ke, yang awak tangkap sendiri ke, betul-betul damage, betul-betul accident, ataupun ni adalah gambar daripada Google. Itu kerja robot yang pertama. Kerja robot yang kedua, dia nak tengok seberapa teruk awak punya damage tu. So the robot will do this. But the thing is, the decision, the final report will be conducted by a human. When I when I ask this to the head of each channel, dia cakap ikut mana pun kita masih perlukan manusia to confirm the robot's job. Sebab robot ni bukan baru hari ni sampai dalam dunia manusia. Kalau you can recall, in aviation industry, they are using robot as an autopilot. Tapi still, they need pilot up there. Because this pilot will oversee what the robot do. In case robot tu dia ada haywire ke, wire dia short kat mana-mana, so human can take charge, can take cover. So again, artificial intelligence, I tell you, it affect banking sector, yes, but positively, mengurangkan beban kerja. Yang kedua, dia membuatkan kerja kita lagi efisien. Contohnya dalam bank dulu, if you want to do financial recording ni macam financial reporting lah, your bookkeeping. Dulu kita saling satu. Then comes the software. Software key in aja buat entry dalam software. So software akan buat T statement, akan buat income statement and balance sheet whatsoever. So it reduces your effort. Then after that, untuk company besar susah nak pakai ledger tu, maka dibangunkan general ledger. General ledger yang mana setiap perbelanjaan dan perolehan, revenue and expenses will be put code on it. Kita panggil dia general ledger code. So still manusia kena key in, tapi dia menyenangkan tugas manusia sebab tak perlu nak satu tengok. So you don't afraid of artificial intelligence because you should embrace artificial intelligence because they will help you. Okay, you don't need to clock for overtime, you don't need to stay back. Sebab apa? Ada machine. What they call this? So again, jangan takut dengan machine. Okay, itu saja.
Baiklah, terima kasih di atas pandangan Encik Daniel itu tadi. Kami berharap dengan sesi soal jawab itu dapat memberi manfaat serta menjawab persoalan-persoalan yang diajukan. Seterusnya, kami ingin menjemput wakil tetamu jemputan kami, Sofia Ainunisa, Secretary of Capital Market Study Group FEB Unila, untuk memberi sepatah dua kata. Dipersilakan.
Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The Honorable Mr. Dr. Abdul Rahim Rizwan as Advisor of Club the Bankers, the Honorable Mr. Ahmad Daniel bin Zainuddin as Senior Dealer Maybank Investment Bank, and the Honorable Mr. Nur Azrul as President of Club the Bankers and all of the team of the bankers. Thank you for the opportunity. I'm Sofia Ainunisa as delegate from the Faculty of Economy and Business, University of Lampung, who today is accompanied by Wafik Fadilah as President Capital Market Study Group. We would like to say thank you very much to all parties involved in the webinar Chain of Destiny the Bankers. Especially to all the bankers team from University Technology Mara. Thank you so much. It's an honor for us to collaborate and be invited to this event. After I received a lot of material delivered by a really extraordinary speaker, Mr. Ahmad Daniel, I learned something new about banking and investment bank. Mr. Abdul Rahim, Mrs. Annie sends greeting to you. Currently, she's watching the webinar.
Thank you
now.
Thank you very much for the greeting.
Okay. For information, in the Faculty of Economic and Business, University of Lampung, there is a capital market study group, or we often call that KSPM. KSPM is the student organization that focuses on the study on the capital market. So, in the future, we will continue to build a good friendship and collaboration between Lampung University and University of Technology Barat will not end here. Maybe enough from me. Once again, thank you and stay healthy and have a great day, everyone. Thank you.
Terima kasih di atas ucapan itu tadi. Semoga ianya dapat memberi sedikit sebanyak manfaat kepada penonton hari ini. Sebelum mengakhiri majlis kita pada hari ini, majlis tanpa membuang masa menjemput Dr. Abdurrahim Rizwan selaku penasihat kelab di Bankers untuk menyampaikan ucapan. Dengan segala hormatnya dipersilakan.
Terima kasih diucapkan kepada pengurusi saudari majlis. First of all, I would like to give applause to our speaker, Dr. Daniel. Dah cakap Dr. saya silap dah. Kita tengok buat correction lagi rasanya. Okay.
Dah settle.
Thank you very much for your insights. I think your experience that you have showed to us just now, all the experience that you have shared to us just now, really benefits the students, our banking students, and of course our invited collaboration from Ustaz Lampung, where I think now the student can get a clearer pictures, okay, about what the things that they can do for their future studies, okay, especially when it comes to being a bankers, right? So sebenarnya bankers ni ada banyak cabang. Bila kita dah fahami sektor banking tu, dah ada banyak department, dah ada banyak ruang specialization dia. Jadi kita bukan banyak kerja bank tu duduk kat kaunter uruskan keluar SP ke saving account, not like that, tapi dia more than that. So dia ada banyak cabang, okay. So based on my observation sendirilah, bila saya ada account LinkedIn account, saya tengok pun majorities of the employees dekat situ bekerja sebagai data analyst, tapi bekerja di dalam sektor banking. Data analyst tu dah jadi macam yang antara yang terbanyak yang saya nampak lah dalam LinkedIn account. Okay, tapi kebanyakan sektor banking lah, data analyst. So maksudnya apa yang Dr. Daniel just now show is actually something yang relatable to what really happened to this industry. Maknanya as a banking student in the future, you have to think about mastering knowledge of like business analytics or data analyst. So you bolehlah sambung kepada degree in finance ke, ataupun degree in actual science ke, ataupun maybe in data analysis ke, sebab dia akan complement lagi lah juga dengan punya course in diploma in banking. So at the end of the day sebenarnya it's about how you manage your future lah dengan betul, sebab bila you dapat expose all this daripada orang yang dah berpengalaman, yang dah masuk dalam industri, so benda ni lah yang paling mahal sekali kita dapat daripada buku. Okay, bila kita dapat exposure, jadi you boleh rancang dengan baik. Okay, saya pun ada beberapa kawan lain saya yang masih muda dalam usia 27, 26, kerja dekat di bagai investment banking, antara yang saya kenal di social media lah, gaji dah 12,000, 13,000, having very luxury lifestyle sebagainya. Tapi kerja ni memang berat lah, sebab you have to analyze the data, you have to provide a very concrete outcome, forecasting sebagainya for the company decision making kan. Jadi tapi it's worth. So you boleh fikirkan penat-penat dulu ni, belajar yang susah ni dulu, dapatkan professional certificate and so on. Another good example shown by Dr. Daniel is furthering study. Okay, tak ramai pun orang industri yang sampai study sampai ke peringkat PhD, walaupun is growing in terms of numbers. Tapi bagi saya, bila ada orang-orang industri yang sambung dengan sampai ke peringkat PhD, itu satu yang sangat luar biasa lah bagi saya, because I have experience watching someone working in Bursa Malaysia, is a senior manager working in Bursa Malaysia. Masa viva, profesor tak banyak tanya dia soalan, sebab dia punya knowledge tu is very vast, more than the professor perhaps dari segi buku dan sebagainya, sebab dia ada experience kan. Jadi dia pun memang siapkan PhD dalam masa less than 2 years and a half. So maksudnya orang industri ni, bila you have gain all the exposure dan sebagainya, bila you sama belajar, you akan macam complete lah diri you kat situ. So maybe having the PhD, satu kebaikannya maybe in the future you boleh juga bekerja sebagai part-time lecturer, contribute your knowledge to the these youngsters kan yang belajar kan, jadi diorang dapat sekali pengalaman orang industri yang mengajar tu lah. Jadi saya harap segala perkongsian yang disampaikan oleh Dr. Daniel tadi memberi manfaat yang besar kepada kalian semua. Inilah yang saya harapkan sebenarnya daripada perkongsian macam ni, so that you can get a better pictures, okay, so then you can rancang masa depan you dengan baik, okay. So no more orang kata blaming the issue of COVID ni semua, sebab sebenarnya kalau kita berfikiran jauh, setiap masalah itu adalah opportunity bagi kita. Okay, kalau you lihat, saya dah katakan sekarang ni is era every universities open themselves giving a free course. Ada banyak kursus-kursus percuma yang ditawarkan, maybe you kena bayar sedikit, maybe like RM70 kita dapatkan certificate. Macam saya attend kursus daripada MF selama 4 bulan, financial data science statistik dengan kawan saya. So it's dikira oleh MF punya organisation, dan kita ada banyak kursus lain. So if you want to be a different candidate, future employee in future graduates kan, maybe HR akan tengok you adalah era COVID, apa tambahan yang you ada dalam CV, apa additional course yang you take daripada online courses. Kalau you macam sama je dengan graduasi lain, just taking the UC subject, and then curriculum pun dah terhad sebab kita punya keterbatasan kita untuk keluar sebagainya. Jadi you are similar to the other person. So sebab tu saya kata sekarang ni utilize apa yang ada dengan kelebihan di sebalik kekurangan yang kita hadapi. Dengan macam ni lah, kita buat networking, kita buat event pun kita collaborate dengan air langgar, dengan Lampung University, sebab kita biarkan jadi lebih global. So di sini kita orang kata kira kita dah belajar mencari peluang daripada suatu kekurangan itulah. Iaitu nasihat saya pada kamu semua. So itu saya ucapkan terima kasih sekali lagi kepada Dr. Daniel atas perkongsian sebentar tadi, dan saya harap kita mengharapkan Dr. Daniel terus berjaya dalam karier anda masih lagi muda dan dedikasi. So saya doakan maybe one day menjadi chief economist ke apa-apa kan in the future kan. So it will be a great lah untuk kita semua ni menyaksikan lah all this true successful story of the person yang kita pernah jumpa. Itu saja dari saya. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum.
Alhamdulillah, ribuan terima kasih diucapkan kepada yang berbahagia Dr. Abdul Rahim bin Rizwan di atas kesediaan beliau memberikan ucapan sebentar tadi. Baiklah, dengan berakhir ucapan daripada penasihat kelab universiti, maka berakhirlah kita pada hari ini. Diingatkan kepada semua pelajar untuk mengisi Google Form yang telah disediakan di description YouTube kami.
Ucapan terima kasih juga tidak terhingga di atas kesediaan para penonton yang mengikuti webinar kami, dan juga berbanyak-banyak terima kasih kepada pihak jemputan, Encik Daniel dan juga pelajar-pelajar Universitas Lampung yang menghadirkan diri bagi memeriahkan dan melancarkan program kita hari ini. Bumi dedap di atas para anak dusun pasang pelita. Andai tersilap tutur bicara, jemari disusun maaf dipinta.
Kami mewakili semua Sekretariat Mahasiswa Fakulti Pengurusan dan Perniagaan memohon 1000 kemaafan jika terdapat kekurangan dalam pengendalian majlis pada pagi ini. Sesungguhnya yang baik itu datang daripada Allah SWT, manakala yang kurang itu datangnya daripada diri kami. Saya sudahi majlis ini dengan ucapan wabillahi taufiq wa hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you everyone. Happy weekend.
Good luck everyone.
Yeah.
Assalamualaikum.
Thank you Cik Daniel. Thank you Dr. Rahim.
Thank you.
Sorry
Good job, guys.
banyak.
Congrats.
Very good. Ini jadi akal.
Dia terkejut juga.
Tak apa, dah dapat.
Kalau slide sangat tu, sorry.
Tak apa, okey dah.
Okay, thank you.
Dah tutup live ke ni?